tell you something. You know, we saw at the end of June the Supreme Court legalized homosexual marriage. Something that is unconstitutional, is unlawful. They had no jurisdiction to do that. But let me tell you something. I believe the devil overplayed his hand. And the homosexual marriage ruling that they made is going to be the catalyst, is going to be the spark to wake up the church. Because, let me say this, it is much more than homosexual marriage. At the heart of it is a decision against religious liberty. Because in order to pass homosexual marriage and call it a right, they had to call it a civil right, which means they're calling homosexuality a civil right. That means that if a homosexual comes to a church and demands to be hired as pastor or as janitor or anything else, and the pastor says, I can't hire you because it violates my religious beliefs, that church is going to be slapped with a civil rights discrimination lawsuit. The same thing is going to happen with any Christian ministry or every private business. So civil rights discrimination lawsuits on the basis of homosexuality are going to become a dime a dozen. This is an attack on religious liberty. And let me tell you, it's being very targeted. I was just in Iowa a month ago. I met a couple, Dick and Betty Odgaard. This couple, for many years, they had a chapel where they had a wedding ministry. They would marry couples, and they would provide the food and the flowers, and they had a little business out of that. Well, 24 hours after Iowa legalized homosexual marriage, and this was on purpose, a homosexual couple came before them, demanding to be married. They said, I'm sorry, it goes against our religious belief. I'm sorry, I'm sure there are a dozen chapels close to us that maybe will be happy to do it. No, we want this one. They filed a lawsuit with them. They've lost their business. They've lost their chapel. They're out of work. We have a baker in Oregon. A homosexual couple came demanding that they bake a cake and basically cater their homosexual wedding. They said, I'm sorry, we cannot do that. We're Christians. It violates our Christian faith. However, you can buy whatever you want from our bakery and take it. That wasn't good enough for them. They filed a lawsuit. That couple is being slapped with a $135,000 fine and a threat of losing their homes. This is happening already across America, and with this homosexual marriage ruling, it's going to only multiply 1,000-fold. But that is the catalyst that is going to wake up a lot of pastors and a lot of people of faith. So I think it's going to make it a lot easier to create that grassroots army.